Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad you could join me today. I hope everybody's doing well. I'm doing just fine. I'm actually very happy because guess what? I have my cast off, so I'm super happy about it. I think I'm more relieved than anything else because it was such an inconvenience. I couldn't make any jewelry at all. There are a lot of things I couldn't do. We obviously take things for granted, and when we're not able to do everything like we normally do, we feel it. I certainly did. But anyway, guys, I finally had it removed, and then I went to the beach right away, like the next day. And I have physical therapy in about a week, so I'm kind of looking forward to that because I do have some mobility issues. I can't twist my wrist. I can't turn it. I think the proper terminology is pronate and supinate. I have a difficult time doing that. So hopefully the physical therapy will help me. Now, the beach was absolutely wonderful, and I did publish a video a few days ago with some footage. I'm the type of person, I'm very visual, so rather than telling somebody my experience, I just like to depict it via images or video footage. So if you haven't seen that video, I'll link it down below. It's a very short video, it's only about 5 minutes long, but it pretty much sums up my little vacation. And I'm actually struggling right now because I have my cat on my lap. He's very clingy because I've been gone. Whenever I go on vacation, that's what happens. I get back and then he pretty much stays on my lap pretty much all day long. So anyway, guys, I'm back, and I'm not 100% back yet, but I'm trying. And today we're going to be doing an unboxing. We're going to be opening up Sam's Bead Box for the month of September. And you know how I feel about Sam's Bead Box. I absolutely love it. I can't wait to see what's in this box. Sam's Bead Box is a premium curated monthly subscription bead box. It's put together by Sam and his sister, who take great care and time picking out the palettes and the themes for each month. Their goal is to bring joy and inspiration while offering a selection of high quality items. They specialize in checked glass, but they also include high quality metals such as TerraCast, and who doesn't like TerraCast? And they also offer at least 3 gemstone selections each month. Many of the items are exclusive to the box, but they also have other items in their online store, as well as past boxes and bead box extras. I'll leave a link to their online store down below in the description section of this video. But anyway, guys, if you do decide to subscribe, I recommend you join their Facebook group Gem Chat. It's a wonderful place to get to see what others in the Sam's Bead Shop community are making. They always do at least one Friday class featuring that month's box. You can catch those videos on their Facebook group page as well as their YouTube channel. I'll link that down below as well. So anyway, guys, boxes sell for $45 per month, and that's a bargain considering you get a retail value of between $70 and $80 worth of beads. And if you do decide to sign up, please use coupon code MISTY to get a $5 discount off your first box. And like I said, I'll leave a link down below. Now, before we get started with the unboxing, let me remind you to please subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so, because it really does help my channel and it helps me to stay motivated to create more videos for you. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and get started with the unboxing. And here we have Sam's Bead Box for the month of September. As you can see, the name of the box is Forest Walk. I can't wait to see what's in it. Let's go ahead and open it up. He always encloses a little note. Let's see what it says. It says the forest works in magical layers from roots to forest floor to the tops of the tree canopy. Each layer has its purpose and supports the others in the ecosystem. We took inspiration from this ingenuity of nature to curate a jungle theme that layers a luscious gradient of color and texture. At the center of this box, you'll find an undesigned tree of life complemented by tones of olive green, warm amber, smoky topaz, and terracotta. We specially customize bees, dragonflies, elephants, and flowers to bring the forest to life. Some of my favorite hikes are ones through the dense redwood forests of Northern California. When I camped in Henry Cowell State Park last year with my parents, I couldn't believe the sheer size of some of the trees. Some dated back over 2,000 years. Now I've had the good fortune of visiting the redwood forests of California because I actually lived there for about a year when I first arrived in the US, and I was very impressed, I must say. But let me keep reading here. It says, think of all the history that those trees have lived through. There was one tree that had survived a fire thanks to its natural fire resistance, and it was left with a room-sized opening we were able to climb into. Let's embark on our forest journey and see what we discover as we create with this box. As always, share what you make in our Gem Chat Facebook group to enter monthly drawing with the hashtag Sam's Beadbox September 2022. Let's get beading. And on this side is the list of the contents, as you can see, and it looks like there are 25 items total. So anyway, let's go ahead and see what's in the box. And look at this, guys. Look at these beautiful fall colors. And this bag is quite heavy, guys. It's absolutely packed with beads and all kinds of things. Let me go ahead and pull them out. Oh my goodness, look at all these gorgeous colors, guys. Look how pretty these colors are. And there are so many things here. Let me go ahead and organize everything and we'll go through each one. And here are the first 6 items. I thought I'd stick to the list today. Sometimes I jump around, but today I thought I would go in the order in which they appear. And by the way, guys, I found this delicious candy in the bag. Of course, I'm going to eat it because I can't resist candy, especially when I'm hungry. But anyway, guys, look how gorgeous these beads are. I love the colors. We have amber, we have shades of brown, tan, and I love these gorgeous beads with a copper wash. And we have this strand of tiger eye rondelles. These are so beautiful and so appropriate for fall. Let's take a look at these. These are called check glass teardrops, and the color is striped amber. They measure 6 by 9.5 millimeters in dimension, and we get 20 pieces. And I love the look of these beads. I love the stripe, and I love that gorgeous amber color. These are so gorgeous. Oh my gosh. And the other thing I like about these is that each one is different. They're not all the same. Let me go ahead and thread them on a rod so we can take a better look. And here they are threaded on my rod. As you can see, they're drilled down the center, and these make great dangles on a necklace or charms on a bracelet. But you can use them all kinds of ways. You can thread them on beading wire. They're so unique looking, but I love this color, guys. This is such a rich amber color. Absolutely gorgeous. And by the way, these aren't all of them. There are more down here. I just didn't want to thread all of them on my rod. But like the description says, there's 20 total. And what makes these beads so unique is that gorgeous stripe. I absolutely love them. Let's take a look at this strand of tiger eye. As you can see, these are faceted rondelles. They measure 4 by 6 millimeters, and this is a 7.5-inch strand. And who doesn't love tiger eye? I absolutely love this stone. And of course, the facets on these rondelles make them look quite sparkly. These are absolutely stunning. I love them. And these are absolutely gorgeous. Let's take a look. I like to put them on this white dish because it shows the color a little bit better. Of course, these are checked glass. Sam's Bead Box carries a lot of checked glass. These are called flat pear brios. The color is Woodlands Mix. They measure 12 by 18 millimeters, and there are 10 in this set. They're drilled across the top, as you can see. Let me put them on a rod and we'll take another look. And here are all 10 threaded on my rod, as you can see. Look how beautiful these brios are, guys. I love the variation of the color. Some of them have a little bit of a creamy white color, and some have a dark coffee color. That's this side. Let me show you the other side. And here's the other side. As you can see, each one is different, which makes them look very, very interesting in my opinion. You could definitely thread them like this on beading wire with beads in between, or you could do wire wrapping. I'm gonna have to think about what to do with these, but I absolutely love them. And these look so unique. Let's take a look. These look like they're little elephants. The description says they're checked glass elephant beads. The color is leather brown, but they have a copper wash on top. They look like they're the same on both sides. Let me go ahead and put them on a rod so we can see how they're drilled. And here they are threaded on my rod. Aren't these adorable? These are so cute. As you can see, they're drilled across the top. So these would look really nice on a necklace because of the way they're drilled. I guess you could use them on a bracelet as well. And they are the same on both sides. But anyway, I love this beautiful copper wash in the recesses. It's so pretty. But I'll be honest, it's a little bit difficult to tell that these are elephants, but you can definitely tell that it's some kind of animal. And I say that because you can't really see the trunk that well, but nevertheless, they're absolutely adorable. I love them. These bicones look absolutely gorgeous. Let's take a look at them. As you can see, they're pretty big. They measure 8 millimeters and the color is smoky topaz, and we get about 30 pieces. And the edges are pretty smooth. They're not sharp edges at all. But this color is gorgeous. I love it. Let me go ahead and put them on a rod. And here they are on my rod. It's not all of them. I have plenty down here. As you can see, they're pretty transparent. And like I said before, the edges are pretty smooth. They're not sharp edges. So these are going to feel great on a necklace or a bracelet. Sometimes when you have stones that have sharp edges, it can be a little uncomfortable, but these have very smooth edges, and I love that they're transparent. I really do. And of course, it's a darker shade of topaz, but because it's a smoky topaz, it picks up all these different shades. I absolutely love these. These are gorgeous beads. Let's take a look at these down here. These are called Cowgirl flower beads. The color is crystal / latte silk mix, and they have a copper wash on top, as you can see. They measure 11 millimeters across, and we get 10 pieces. Aren't these adorable? These are so cute. Let me go ahead and put them on a rod. And here they are threaded on my rod. Tell me these are not adorable. Oh my gosh, these are so gorgeous. And I absolutely adore this color. It's so pretty. As you can see, some of them are more transparent than others, and some have that beautiful milky effect. That's why they're called latte. But what makes these beads so gorgeous is that copper wash in the recesses. And having flowers definitely gives a piece a very botanical look. So I'm really looking forward to using these. I can see a bracelet in my future. I'm not sure if that's what I'll do, but that's what I'm seeing right now. I love these. Let me go ahead and get some more beads. And here are the next 6 items. As you can see, we definitely have a nature theme going on. We have some dragonflies, we have a bifocal, we have a pine cone. Let's take a look at these first. These are called check glass dragonfly coin beads. The color is red silk Picasso, and they have a copper wash on top. They measure 15 millimeters across, and we get 4 of them. And I would say these are pretty opaque. They're not transparent at all, but they have that gorgeous Picasso finish, which I absolutely adore. Let me go ahead and put them on a rod. And here they are threaded on my rod. I like to put them on the rod so you can see how they're drilled. But anyway, guys, how adorable are these? These are so cute. I love that dragonfly design. It's so pretty. And I love this size as well. It's not too big and not too small. And I would say they're about 4 millimeters thick. But anyway, guys, aren't these lovely? I really love these. Let's take a look at these rice beads. As you can see, they're pretty small. The color is bronze luster, and they measure 3 by 6 millimeters, and we get about 65 pieces. I've seen this beautiful luster finish before in previous boxes. The glass actually looks like it's purple, but it has that bronze coating on top, which makes them look so gorgeous. Let me go ahead and put them on a rod. And here are some of them. It's not all of them. Obviously, there's a whole bunch down here, but I just wanted to show you what they look like threaded on. And I don't know if you guys can see, but they are a little bit transparent in certain parts, and then in other parts they have that bronze coating on top. They're so beautiful, and I'm hoping you can see that the glass is purple colored. It's such a gorgeous combination to have the purple glass with the bronze coating on top. It's very, very pretty. And this size is very nice if you want to use them as filler beads or spacer beads. It's nice to have smaller beads for different reasons. I don't always like to use large beads. Sometimes I like to use the smaller beads, especially if I'm doing a dainty design. So anyway, I know I'm going to be using these somehow. Let's take a look at this gorgeous bead here. As you can see, it has a beautiful bead design. This is a focal bead. The color is garnet, and it has a copper wash on top. It measures 17 by 21 millimeters. And the bead design is on both sides, as you can see. Very pretty. It is a little bit transparent. Let me see if you can see that if I hold it up against the white dish. I'm not sure if you're able to see that, but it is a little bit transparent. And here it is threaded on. As you can see, it's drilled down the center. So I think I would probably use it like this vertically. And I would definitely use this in some kind of necklace design. Very, very pretty. And because it's garnet in color, it actually looks nice with these dragonfly beads, because these are in that red silk Picasso finish. Let's take a look at this one now. This one is also a little bit transparent, I would say. It's a pine cone, as you can see. The color is smoky topaz, and it has a copper wash on top. Let me put it on this dish so you can see that it is a little bit transparent. Hopefully you can see that. I'm not sure if it's visible, but it is a little bit transparent. But anyway, it measures 12 by 24.5 millimeters. So this would definitely make a great focal as well. And here it is threaded on my rod. It's drilled down the center, as you can see, so this one would definitely have to hang like this as well. So anyway, we have lots of choices for focals, as you can see, and it's definitely botanical. Let's take a look at this gorgeous red jasper donut. Sam's bead box always includes gemstones, and this is an absolutely gorgeous piece. It measures 30 millimeters across, and the hole is actually 7 millimeters across, which opens up all kinds of possibilities in terms of hanging it on leather cord or whatever you want to hang it on. You could definitely do wire wrapping with it. But isn't this beautiful, guys? Look how gorgeous this piece is. I absolutely love it. It's very, very pretty. And here we have a whole bunch of spacer beads. These are little druck beads. I don't want to put them all on the dish because there's so many of them, but as you can see, they're smooth rounds. The color is amber topaz, and we get about 200 pieces, so that's quite a few, and you can do all kinds of things with spacer beads. Who doesn't need spacer beads? I like to use them in beaded components, but sometimes I use them by themselves as well, depending on the design. Let me go ahead and put them on a rod. And here are some of them on my rod. As you can see, they're your basic check druck bead, and they're definitely transparent, as you can see. It's a very handy bead to have in all kinds of designs. I love using druck round beads. Let me go ahead and get some more beads. Look at this beautiful array of greens and amber tones. As you can see, we have some leaf beads. It's definitely very botanical looking. Let's take a look at these leaf beads. These are called check glass leaf beads, and the color is Jungle Glow Mix. They measure 13 by 17.5 millimeters, and we get 12 of them. As you can see, some of them are amber and some of them are in this beautiful forest green color, and they're definitely transparent, and they have a hole at the top, as you can see. So you could definitely put these on jump rings. They're not very thick, so you could definitely use 8 millimeter jump rings or 7 millimeter jump rings, or you could just do some wire wrapping. That would work as well. I love this green color. This is so pretty, so rich. Now that I'm seeing it, I don't know if I would call it a forest green color. It's more like a teal color in my opinion, but very, very pretty. These are going to look great in a nature-themed design. This one is really cool as well. This is a table-cut oval bead, as you can see. The color is Green Meadows Mix, and it measures 13 by 19 millimeters. As you can see, it has a very pretty design, very unusual looking, in various shades of green, and it has a kind of a Picasso finish or travertine finish on the edge, but the edge isn't flat. It's very rounded, as you can see. Let me show you how it's drilled. It's drilled right through the middle, as you can see. Very nice. And guys, these colors look so well together. Sam and Rachel did an awesome job of creating this box. Let's take a look at these saucer beads. It's not all of them, there are still some down there. The description says this is an olive color, but to me it looks like a very beautiful shade of green, not necessarily olive. The color actually matches this bead really well. I love it. But anyway, they measure 2 by 5 millimeters in dimension, and we get about 75 pieces. And here they are threaded on my rod. As you can see, they're pretty tiny. But like I said before, I love getting small beads because I can always use them as spacer beads. And these are actually very, very pretty. I love this color. I'm not sure if I'll stack them. Sometimes I stack saucer beads, but other times I just like using them in beaded components, which is probably what I'll do with these. So I'm going to have to think about how to use these. Let's take a look at these very interesting oval beads. These are table cut beads, as you can see. The color is Green Silk Picasso. They measure 7 by 17.5 millimeters, and we get 6 of them. And they have the Picasso finish on the sides, as you can see. It almost looks like it has a little bit of blue in it. Very interesting. And here they are threaded on the rod, so you can see how they're drilled. I just love this green color. It is so gorgeous, and it matches perfectly with these beads here. And of course that Picasso finish makes them look very interesting for sure. But what I like about these beads is the shape. It's very unique. Now this is a huge amount of beads right here. This mix is called House Made Check Glass Mix. The color is Lush Jungle. And the label on the back says you get bellflowers, you get teardrop brios, druck rounds, tumbled stones in 2 colors, olive and smoky topaz. I'm not sure what FT stands for, but it's FT bellflower. But anyway, guys, look at all these gorgeous beads. I love seeing such a variety like this. And of course the green and the amber tones match the rest of the collection perfectly. Aren't they beautiful? I love this combination of the green and the amber. And I like the variety of shapes and sizes. And here are some of them threaded on my rod. As you can see, they're very glossy, very shiny. And guys, this is a lot of beads. We get 1.65 ounces worth. So there are plenty of beads here for all kinds of designs. And you don't have to use all of them in one design. You can pick and choose whichever ones you want to use, which is what I'm thinking about right now. But I'm not sure yet. I'm going to have to play around with the beads and see what I can come up with. I absolutely love them. And here we have some more gorgeous beads. Can you believe the variety, guys? That's one of the things I like about Sam's Bead Box. They always give you such a large variety of beads of all sizes and shapes, and the colors are always so nicely curated. But anyway, as you can see, we have more check beads. We do have a strand here of gemstones. I'm very curious about these. Look how beautiful these are. These are table cut ovals, as you can see, and the color is Jungle Mix. They measure 9 by 11.5 millimeters, and there are 10 pieces. And it looks like each one has a little bit of green, a little bit of off-white, and some dark amber. They're so interesting and so pretty. They're transparent mostly in the amber section of the bead, and the rest looks like it's a little bit more opaque, a little bit more milky, I would say. And here they are threaded on. It's not all of them. I still have 3 down there. We get 10 total in this set. But anyway, guys, aren't these gorgeous? I just love these beads. They look about maybe 4 millimeters thick as well. But these are going to sit really nicely on a necklace. The other thing that I'm noticing is a little bit of blue. I don't know if you guys can see that. Some of them have a little bit of blue. Not all of them, but I can see a little bit of blue right there on this one and on this one here. And I guess on this one as well. These are so cool. I'm going to have so much fun designing with this collection. Let's take a look at these melon beads. As you can see, they're elongated melon beads. They're called melon barrel beads. The color is olive and they have a bronze metallic wash. They measure 8 by 14 millimeters and there are 8 total in this set. And as you can see, these are definitely transparent. I love this gorgeous green color. And here they are on my rod. I know I keep repeating the words I love, but guys, I'm telling you, this is such a gorgeous collection. I'm so impressed. And this is a very nice oval shape. They're going to look great whether you make earrings, a bracelet, or a necklace. And since there are only 8 of them, I'm going to have to think really hard before I use them. They're so beautiful. Let's take a look at these rondelles. As you can see, they're faceted rondelles. The color is Rainforest Mix. They measure 6 by 8 millimeters and there are 20 pieces in this strand. And I'm seeing a lot of blue colors in this bead, but I'm also seeing some olive green and some gray tones. They actually have quite a few colors. I don't know if you guys can see that. But even though there's a lot of blue, they're still very neutral and very earthy looking. And once again, I'm seeing some sections that are transparent and some that are more opaque. These are absolutely stunning, guys. Don't you love these? They're so beautiful. Let's take a look at this strand of jasper. As you can see, these are smooth rounds. They measure 8 millimeters in size, and this is a 7-inch strand. This jasper is called Fancy Jasper, and as you can see, it has a multitude of colors, ranging from blues to greens to amber and some gray tones. These beads are so colorful, they're going to go with any of the beads that I showed you earlier, including these blue ones, because I'm seeing some blue in there as well. Or you could use them just like this in a bracelet. That would look nice as well. I'm going to have to think about it. They're absolutely gorgeous. Let's take a look at these bicones. These are faceted bicones. The color is green luster. They measure 8 millimeters in size and we get 20 pieces. And I'm so impressed with this glass, guys. It's so beautiful. It's probably a lot more beautiful in person than on camera. It's hard to describe just how beautiful these beads are, the glass. Let me put them on a rod. And here are some of them on my rod. It's not all of them. There are still some down there. But I wanted to give you a side view so you can see how beautiful this glass is. I'm not sure if the camera is showing it, but it's absolutely stunning. I'm actually seeing a little bit of amber, a slight bit of amber inside that glass. And because these are 8 millimeters in size, I think these are going to look great with that smoky topaz 8 millimeter bicone that I showed you earlier. I wanted to see how they looked up against each other, and I think they look really nice together. They really do. They're not the exact same shape, but they are 8 millimeters across, and I can totally see using both of these beads together in one design. I think they're absolutely stunning. But this is just one idea, guys. I'm just thinking out loud. I really don't know how I'm going to use them. I won't know until I start playing with them and figure out what to do with them. But this is definitely an idea. You really can't go wrong with this collection because, like I said before, they did such a great job of curating the colors and everything. The most difficult part about any design is selecting the colors, and it's always nice when somebody else does it for you. Let's take a look at this one now. These are so cool, and I love the beautiful copper wash. As you can see, they're leaf-shaped beads. The color is Forest Fern Mix. They measure 9 by 14 millimeters in dimension, and there are 25 pieces in this strand. And the finish is very mottled. I don't know if it's a travertine or a Picasso finish, but it's definitely mottled, as you can see. Each one has the veining on both sides, as you can see, and they're drilled through the top of the bead. So that means you could simply hang them on a jump ring if you wanted to, or you could definitely do some wire wrapping. But I think because they're not very thick, you could definitely put them on a jump ring. That would be the easiest. So I'm going to have to figure out how to use them, and it all depends on the design, but they're definitely very beautiful. And the last thing on the list is a terra cast pendant and charm. And I guess the pendant is a non-design pendant. I believe that's a small company based out of Washington State. They specialize in metal components, and they're all made by artisans in the US, and that's pretty much all I know about non-design. I don't really know that much about it. Let me put them on this dish. Look how lovely this pendant is. I love that it has that dark wash because it really makes that tree stand out. But anyway, it's a tree of life, as you can see, in an antique copper plate. It measures 19.5 by 23 millimeters. The tree is only on this side, and on the back it's smooth, as you can see. Really, really nice and very heavy too. It's very substantial. It has a loop at the top. And here we have a little charm. This is an oak leaf charm in the same antique copper plate finish. It measures 6 by 10.5 millimeters. You could definitely hang them like this together, or you could put this one somewhere else, maybe on a bracelet or something. I'll have to think about it, but it's not going to be that difficult to come up with something. Well, that's the full collection, and I am so blown away, guys. I always am with Sam's Bead Box. I'm never disappointed. And you know, one of the most difficult things about his collection is that I end up arranging it like this, and then it's a real big hassle putting everything back in the bags because there are so many items. But I like to put everything out so you can see exactly what you're getting for the money. Plus it shows just how beautifully everything coordinates. Like I said before, the most difficult part about designing jewelry is coming up with the colors, and when somebody else does it for you, it opens up your time so you can focus on making jewelry. Another thing that happens when somebody else selects the colors for you and selects the beads for you is that you get inspiration. Sometimes it's difficult to get inspired when you're selecting beads for yourself. I seem to get more inspiration when other people select the beads for me. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this unboxing. I sure did. I can't wait to design something with this beautiful collection. So please come back and check my channel for future tutorials coming up. Let me go ahead and put these away, and I'll come back and say goodbye. Well, what do you think about the September box? Isn't it gorgeous? I am so blown away by those beads. And since the box is called Forest Walk, I think what I'm going to do is go to a little wilderness area near where I live and go for a little walk and see if I can get some inspiration. But those beads alone are enough to inspire anybody. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's unboxing. Thank you so much for watching. I'm looking forward to seeing you again. Have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.